Welcome, friends. Good morning. Today is May 29th, 2023. I'm in front of the roses that I planted in when it was we were still getting snow. And if you remember, if you were here then, if you're not new, well, welcome. If you're new and you didn't catch that video, welcome. If you're returning, welcome. These roses I planted before we had gotten our last snow, and they got established with all their roots underground while it was still very, very cold. And as you can see, they're blooming. They're gorgeous. These are the mini pink roses. Let me come on over here. Yes, there's an elephant in the garden. The dog got the dinosaur. He's got to come back out here. But look at those blooms. They're just everywhere. They're gorgeous. And the strawberries that I put in on the border are leafing out. And we got a whole bunch of blooms there. So this right here, this is in the path. See this right here? That's mullein. I've got mullein seed everywhere in the garden. I have plenty of mullein to harvest. This is really good for your respiratory, for your lungs. So if it's coming in somewhere where I really don't want to have it, and as you can see, I got a lot of weeding to do there, then I just pull them out because I got tons and tons of mullein. I'm gonna go over here and take a peek. Look at the plum cut. Let's see. Can you see it? I think you can see that. This is kind of a hard time of the day to film. The garlic. I'm gonna come over here. This is the apple tree that I'm letting. The original apple tree died out. But I'm letting these suckers grow. Now, usually you don't let suckers grow on your tree. You cut them off. But this tree is completely, totally dead. So when these suckers came out, I thought, well, why not? Even if I don't get apples, or I don't get good edible apples, I might get a little bit of shade from that. These are the raised beds. I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time out here today. I might show you some of the little grape clusters. Look at those baby grapes. Let's see if we can get you in focus. Aren't those just doggone adorable? And we're not going to let the birds get them this year. We are not letting the birds get them. This is the whole area where I'm letting rest. But I did come in and I couldn't stand it. I couldn't stand seeing that much space. So I came in and I put a little squash. Yes, doggies. There's the doggies. This is Lucy. That's Charlie. So here and there, I put a little bit of squash. You can see it coming up right in here. Just to kind of fill in to where it's not total. I cleared so much out and I'm letting so much rest that I just had to stick seeds in the ground. You guys ever do that where you just have to stick something in the ground? The strawberries are coming in. This is where I moved most of the strawberries to get them, and then there'll be enough that grow off of these that I can spread out and have a huge bed next year. So that's where we're at with that. And this is the forsythia that I had up front that I'm trying to see if I can bring it back to life. A storm took it out and the roots kind of dried out. And so far, it doesn't look like it's going to come back to life, but we're going to just leave it there. Let's see. Yeah. I think it's dead, but we're going to leave it there another couple of weeks just to see. Radishes are coming in. If you could see those baby radish. I got to thin them out just a little bit. They're very cool. I think some of our bush beans. Let's go on over here and take a peek. Grapes. I think, yeah. You can see it. It's so itty bitty. That's a bush bean, and it's the Blue Lake variety. So that's the first one of those to sprout. Very cool. Thyme is looking great. This apple tree is still very, oh, I smell a lot of smoke. People are burning leaves somewhere about. This one is very, very happy. So that's good. I lost my 2 pear trees. I finally took them out. I think I might have talked about that last time. The yarrow. Oh, look at this brilliantly yellow. I hope that how yellow and how bright that is shows up on camera. Because that is just gorgeous. Now, I'm really not that much of a yellow person. It's very sunny color and I like yellow, but I always tend to go towards the blues and stuff. But this yellow is just so dynamic and bright. Here's what your yarrow looks like before the flowers start blooming. And then this is after the flowers come out. And that's when you want to harvest, is when you've got your blooms that come out. And this is over here is one of the roses I transplanted. I know, I say I'm not a yellow person, then I show you all these yellow flowers. And see, this transplanting went really well. If it didn't go well, my leaves would be dying off. I wouldn't be getting any buds, but it's established itself really well. We've got all kinds of blossoms that came out on the raspberries. So we should have a nice little crop of that this year. See, here's some of that mullein. This is the mullein when it's growing up. And I've got plenty everywhere to harvest. Here's the squash. And here's the first squash that I planted. It's already doing pretty good. Cucumbers are starting to come up. The really exciting update is, when things start getting taller, you start getting produce off of them and things like this. Here is potatoes. Potatoes are doing good. Potatoes like a lot of water. Carrots are doing good. Onion is getting really tall. I'll be able to harvest that pretty soon. So that's just about it. Just a real quick, real short. Hope everybody's doing wonderful. Thank you for watching. See you next time.